So today we are going to discuss if we need to, I told you, right, when system is go live, right? So, and issue may come, right? Like I gave you the example about the cars, like you bought a car and after buying that car, you feel that your car gearbox is having problems. So you went to the service center and then they find out. So what is their strategy to fix the issue? So that based on that, SAP is also having the correction notes. First, SAP will release the correction note and then bundle of correction note will known as SP pack, support pack, and a bundle of support pack are known as release. Whenever any of the functional consultant or the developer or basis guy, anyone are getting issue in one of the SAP system functionality, like ABAP programming error they are getting in the standard programs. In that case, we need to raise a case with SAP and SAP will check the issue and SAP will suggest us, will give us the solution note that please apply this note. I'm just telling you in terms of if any issue is coming in the system, which cannot be solved by the custom program or the functional configuration. In that case, we need to connect with SAP that your product is having this issue. And in order to solve that issue, they will be providing the note. They will tell, please implement that note in the system. Now, the issue came in your production system, but you cannot directly make the changes in the production system. So what you need to do, you just need to, what to say, you have to do that in the development system, and then it has to be moved to quality, and then once testing and all is done, then it has to be moved to production. So the T code for installing the note is this SNOTE. So I'm just mentioning the T code as well. So SNOTE, it is for downloading and uploading or installing the SAP note in the system, or implementing the SAP note in the system. So so you can see that. Uh, okay, fine. Go back. So this is the T code for SAP. Okay. Now the T code for SAP is SNOTE, and there you can install the SAP note. So there are two things to install the SAP note. So you can see that there are different options are available. So whenever there are two options to implement the SAP note, either you can download the SAP note from the system itself if our system is having connectivity with the SAP support portal, or if our system is not having the connectivity with SAP support portal, so you can download the note manually from SAP support portal like we used to download the software, and then you can upload it over here. So I will discuss the first that upload, if you need to upload the software. So there you need to provide the software, the SAP note path where SAP note is, select that note and open it. So the moment you open it, it will upload that note. If you want to download any note, so that note number you need to give. So I don't know. Mm, double two, three. I don't know whether this note is there or not. I'm just putting some random number just to check. Yes, this note is there and we are getting the error destination is not defined. So this system is not configured with SAP support portal. That is why this note cannot be downloaded. So in that case, you need to do the upload of note. So manually you need to upload and do it. But as this is test system, so we'll not be having the connectivity with SAP support portal. But if you are working in a project for any company, you will be having this configuration in place. So now let's say you have downloaded a note. So this is SAP Note browser. So whenever you need to download, after the downloading or uploading the note, you need to put that number over here and you can see the implementation status and you just need to execute it. The moment you execute it, you can see the note number which you have downloaded or which you have uploaded. So here I did not enter any number of SAP note. If you can see here, we need to enter the SAP note number, but I did not have any SAP number or SAP note for download. So I just execute it. So what it will do, all the SAP note till now in the system that has been, what to say, uploaded or downloaded, and after that it is implemented. So you can see it over here now. So if you need to download after the downloading of Note and checking in Note browser, so you can see this option, implement SAP Note. So what you need to do, you just need to click on that and there are 2 or 3 pop-ups will come. You just need to click OK and then it will be implemented automatically. No need to do anything. When the note is implemented, the implementation status will be shown as completely implemented. Now, if in case you need to revert those changes, whatever the SAP note that you have implemented, that has to be reverted. So you need to select that note again and reset SAP note implementation and click next, whatever the thing that you have done while doing note implementation, you just need to click OK. That's it. So whatever the code changes that was done, all those changes will be reverted. So you can, after that, you can, check the SAP note, all the status, you can check it, all the things. Now, to check what is that note, okay, you just need to double click on that note and you can go through the, for what this note is there. In addition to it, you may see this SAP basis component, right, which we discussed, right, which I showed you that day. So first thing in terms of note is important that is we should know whether this note can be applied to our system or not. So I'm just giving you one example. So our SAP basis release is 755 SP level 0, right? So we'll see. So our SAP basis component version 755 is listed in this, right? And this is the SP level. So 755 and the next number is the SP pack. So 75501 is our, this note is applicable for these releases. Okay. So if your SAP basis version is 755 SP0, it means that this note can be implemented. Even if your SAP basis component SP level is 1, it can be implemented. But if your SAP release version is SP02, in that case, this note cannot be implemented in your system. There is a specific reason behind it. So if you remember, right, I told you whenever your system is live, let's say today your system is live and your basis version is 755 SP00. You are facing some issue, right, in that. So what SAP will do? SAP will check that issue and fix that issue in that particular release, which will be common to all the users. So if any customer with the same product level will raise that issue, they will simply share this SAP note. Now, so that specific note is applicable to that particular release. Now, we know that a collection of note will be converted to a support pack. So let's say you are, at SP level 00, and let's say 50 issues reported, and SAP has developed 50 notes based on the different customers issue. So what they will do, a collection of those 50 notes, they will make a SP level 1. Now, let's say after 1 year, I am implementing SAP system, and then, you know, uh, I am implementing the SAP, and by that time I will be installing my system. SAP basis release will become SP01, 755 SP01. So what does it mean? It means that what all issue that you have faced in SP00, those are already fixed in SP01. So the note which you have implemented in your system are not needed to be implemented in my system, because my system support pack level is already higher than your system. So what all issues that you have seen in your system, I will not face those things. This is what, if you have seen about Android update and iOS, right? This is what they used to do with the versions, right? So if your system, let's say if your system is on SAP basis 754, so if your system is on 754 SP03, in that case this note can be implemented. But if your system is on 754 SP04, SP05, in that case this note will be showing as cannot be implemented in the system. So system will automatically check the moment you upload or download the note in SAP system. Once the system, when the note is available in the system, it will automatically evaluate whether this can be implemented or cannot be implemented. But for a basis guy, we should understand that this note is applicable for what release. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is very important thing. Whenever functional consultant is saying that I'm facing this issue and SAP has suggested to up install that note, right? So before downloading the note itself, you can check it. The moment you open that note in the support portal itself, these versions can be seen over there itself. If you're not able to identify, if you don't want to see it, you don't want to, use your brain in those tasks, you just simply download that note and upload it here. It will show whether there will be two status. When you upload the SAP note or you download the SAP note in the system, the note status can be of two type. Either it can be implemented or it cannot be implemented. So if a note is showing as a cannot be implemented, it means that this note is applicable for this release. If it is showing can be implemented, you just need to click on this button and implement the SAP note. It is one of the easiest tasks to do it in terms of SAP note, but we need to be very careful. If something went wrong, we are not sure, we can reset the note implementation status as well. So this is about SAP note. Now, if you need to, so this note is related to code changes. Okay. So code changes can be done in terms of transport, and you can do it through SNOTE. Now, for support pack upgrade, Okay, there is a procedure. Let's say you are at, so I'm just taking the example of SAP Basis version 755. It doesn't mean that we'll not be doing any other, upgrade. We can do that. Okay, so what we need to do in that case, let's say SP00. Now you need to upgrade this SAP Basis. There are other versions as well, other products as well, for which you may have to do the SP upgrade. Okay, but I'm just taking for one component how to do it. So let's say right now for 755 SP12 is present, the available software till now. So what you need to do, you need to SP1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. It is not like, directly you can install SP12. No. Release you can do that because release is having all the SP components, right? But for SP, because it is collection of note, so it is having that specific set of corrections only. That is why you need to do it one by one. So do the SP upgrade. What we need to do, we have to log in into the client 000. I will I will discuss about client in SAP tomorrow. Okay, but for now, just consider it as a uh, client is an entity. Okay, we'll discuss in detail tomorrow, but for the right now, I will be discussing about the importance of why we are doing it here, why we are not doing it in the other client. So in client 000, you need to log in with DDIC user because this is system change. SP level you are changing of the components which are present in the system, right? So, and you need to go to the transaction spam. So NSPAM. So here this is the error that no valid maintenance certificate. This we'll discuss later in that. So you can see that if you want to, go for a new support pack, so you need to define the queue first. So you need to click on display and after that it will not be allowed because license is not installed. So I will be showing it through screenshots. Apart from that, there are some add-ons as well. Okay, so SAP system, in the SAP system, it is not that all the functionality of any enterprise can be covered. Okay, let's say you are a media company. So you may require some media related component in your system. So what SAP has done it, if that product or that functionality is limited to a specific set of types of business, they will release a add-on of it. Or if an add-on is available in the market, they will ask you to install it in your system so that you can do that work. So there are some solutions like for media company, one add-on is there. For insurance add-on is there. For oil company, oil component is there. So the company for which scope is very limited, their functionality can be implemented in the SAP system with using add-ons. So to install the add-on, the component is sent, SAINT. So if you need to do add-on installation or add-on upgrade, you can do it from here. If you want to do the SP level, you can do it from spam as well. So let's say you want to do it. I'm just taking one example. So right now no package is available because Nothing. So I'll show you from the screenshot. It will be easier for you to understand. So this is the T code through which you can do the SP upgrade, and I'll show you what will be the how we can do it and how we can check it. Next thing is that we have already discussed during the installation about the system upgrade. So let's say, so right now we discussed about the corrections and the software components SP upgrade, right? Now what if SAP has suggested you to go for upgrade of SAP S4 HANA system on-prem from 2020 to 2023 or 2024. In that case, you need to plan a software change in the maintenance planner like we did for planning the new system, and use that stack.xml file and run the sum tool, software update manager tool, to upgrade the system. Sum tool will be helpful mostly in the cases where you are going for release upgrade of your system. So from S4 HANA release level you are changing. So in that case, downtime is required. Why downtime is required? That we will be seeing it. Okay, in tomorrow's class, we'll discuss the different type of data. The data layer I have not touched it yet. Okay, so we'll discuss that. So if you need to do this upgrade, any of these component, so you need to use sum tool. For one particular component you need to do, you can use spam or send. If all the release has to be upgraded to different SP level, in that case, that can be done through sum tool. Or you can use the spam, but spam will take time. And for note, right? The SNOTE T code is there and you can do that. Any doubt in the today's class till now?
No, sir.
Okay. So this, don't think that, you have to do this upgrade on monthly basis or every 15 days or like that. These are the system changes. So these has to be done whenever the issue comes in your system or SAP recommend, because you are changing the system, right? So some existing functionality may be impacted. So the system upgrade decision has to be taken care by the management. It involves lots of testing, lots of functionality to be tested. So in that case, don't think that you will be doing the system upgrade on a yearly basis or like that. It is not the case. Sometime client will not upgrade their system at all for so long. I'm just giving you one example. That is Reliance. So Reliance is using the SAP, initial version of SAP system. They don't want to go with the latest version because they don't want to change their functionality. If they change the functionality, then the user training has to be done. Their business will be interrupted. So SAP is providing the support to their older release of the system. But it is advisable to be on a latest version of SAP. But like system change will impact the business as well. So most of the time, customer will go for system upgrade, release upgrade, very, after very detailed and long discussion, and that to be like something after 4 or 5 years only they will be planning for it. For SP version, they can go for it based on the issue that they are facing in the system, and note also they can do based on the issue wise. It is not that today you have your system is SAP S4 HANA 2020 and you found out that 20 new notes has been released. Okay, So you will be saying that I will install those SAP Note in my system as it can be implemented. No, never do it like that. Whenever you are facing the issue in the system, then only you need to apply that specific note. Otherwise, no need. So system upgrade, issue fixing in the system, whatever technical issue is there in the system. We need to maintain the system operations, system start stop, upgrading the kernel and all. But on a daily basis, what we need to do as a basis consultant, we need to do the system monitoring as well. And when I'm saying that we need to do the system monitoring, it simply means that it is because of to ensure that our system is working fine without any issue. When I'm saying it, it means that you have installed the system, you have started the system. But you are the owner of the system. You are the, having the ownership of the system. If anything goes wrong in the system, you will be responsible. So it is our duty to take care of the SAP system. And how to take care is to do the regular monitoring so that we can sure, okay, that system is having no issue and it is working fine. So how to check it, how to do it, the system monitoring we are going to discuss. So there are some T codes. Okay, there are some templates which I will share. My scripting is needed. If anything went wrong, right, the question will be asked to the basis guy that your system is having issue, why you did not inform us? Or the end user is saying this issue is there in the system for last 10 days. If you are doing the monitoring, you can tell them the issue came today only, or the issue was there since these many days, and what action you have taken. So, okay, monitoring you are doing, but you have to inform your SAP lead or your SAP head or your company CTO that system are working fine. SAP systems are working fine, right? So you need to prepare a report. It's not a one-liner that you are sending on a daily basis that SAP systems is working fine. Okay, and it should not be a too much technical. Your CEO does not know about your CTO does not know about what is SAP, how SAP works, right? He will just need to ensure that okay, everything is green. It means that all the thing is fine. So your monitoring report has to be, the template of monitoring has to be created in such a manner so that it is a combination of, your facts and figures, and the, it should not be too much technical, or it should not be only one liner. So I'm just giving you one example how, you can create. You can create in the Excel as well. You can create in WordPad. It totally up to you. So I have mentioned task, transaction, steps, positive condition, and the day and time. You can mention at what time you are doing the system monitoring. Let's say you are doing the system monitoring at 9 a.m. Okay, now critical task. Why I put the critical task? The system availability. Why I mark it as a highest, like critical task is because if your system itself is down, it means that your business will not be able to run, right? If your business is running on SAP and if SAP is down, your business is down, right? There will be a loss. There will be a huge loss, right? So that is why the critical task. How I will be ensuring that system availability? Although you can say like we can check the transaction, but if you are successfully able to log into SAP system, it means that system is available. right? If you are able to log into the system, it means that system is available, system is not down. So system availability is the critical task. I am not defining any transaction, but the step which I am doing to ensure system availability is to log on to SAP system. Now, positive condition is success. I should be able to log in. If I am not able to log in that case, it will be not okay. It will be red. It will be red. Just allow me 1 minute. So you can see if I'm not able to log in, I will mark it as not okay. And the first thing that I need to do, I need to start the system immediately. Now, next thing is in the SAP R3, like in the SAP system, what all things I can check it. So first thing is DB02, I can check it. I will check for space critical object. I need to make sure that there is no space issue in the system, free space is available. If no error is found, it will be green. I need to check the work process status. So I need to make sure that all work processes are up and running or waiting status, not waiting for semaphore, or it should not be on hold state. If the any work process is on hold, we need to contact the user against that dialog work process in SM51, and we need to ask what activity you are doing. It is consuming our system resource. Then we can check the active work process in SM66. Then we can check in system log. Is there any issue in the system? So that will be coming in the SM21. We'll see that. Then we have system logs, updates, jobs, users, spool request, dumps, buffer statistics, and the some DB related alert. So these are the, some of the task which I will be executing, and I will be checking the same in the system. So I'm just, oh, I will control C. Now I'll paste it over here and then we'll see one by one. So the first transaction is DB02. So in DB02, what you need to do, just need to select the current status overview and the consistency check. You can see all are in OK status, green status, right? You can see the operation status is green, right? If it is red, then you need to check it. You can see that there are some alerts are there, warning, right? So you can check it. So the error is the data backup is 1496 days old. So system is not being taken, backup is not being taken. It's been more than, you know, 4.5 years or nearly 5 years. So if system crashes, we will not be able to restore the system. So these kind of message we will get, and based on that we can decide the criticality of the issue, and based on that we can take the action. So you can see that there are there are different alerts are there, and you need to check that. We'll discuss about it when we discuss about the database. Now, next is SM51. So we need to make sure that here it should be active, all the application instance. Then SM66. So we need to make sure that all the work process should be in waiting or running state. Like this work process status either should be waiting or running. There should be no work process which will be on hold or on prive mode. If any dialog work process is on hold, it means that it is slowing down the system, it is consuming more resources, it is not freeing the resource, so that system will be having load on the system and system may crash down. So what we need to do in that case, we just need to check it. Like you can see my user ID is there, right? So similarly against that work process, you can see the user ID. Based on that, you need to contact that user and ask him what he is doing. Tell him to stop it if you know it is fetching more data or making the system slow. Then next is SM21. So what we need to do? We need to execute it and we need to check the red one. So here you can see there are some red ones there. Based on that, we can decide what is critical. So this is the normal one. The operating system call receive failed. So no need to worry about the system. Apart from that, if any you can see that log deleted manually. So it is also fine. How you will be deciding? It will be like this: database error 362 at OPC. So this is not fine. Okay. So what happened in that case? You need to see. So here you will get to know everything, like which user at what time this issue came. Okay. What is the issue? It will show you the program package and from which terminal this error came. Then SM12. So for SM12, I told you, right? Let's say you are updating one user. Let's say you are updating, you are making the edit changes in user ABC, right? At the same time, I also doing the same. So system will not allow me to make the changes because you are already open that user in edit mode. Now, the problem now, the thing is that let's say we receive a ticket in which we have to edit the user. Let's say ABC user, you are making the changes. Now what you did, you forgot to you open that user and you did not save it. You just left it. And tomorrow that user complained that I'm still facing the issue and this is not done yet. And that time I'm in the shift and I'm checking it. And when I'm trying to make the changes, I'm not being allowed to do it because it is already opened in the edit mode by your user. So in that case, there will be a lock entry, which can be seen over here. So you can see here. So the lock entries will be shown to you like this. So what you need to do, you just need to delete that entry. And when to delete, how to decide. if any user is complaining that it cannot be make changes, only display mode is possible. So against that user, that table, you need to delete it. So let's say this user, and make sure that if any entry in the system is greater than 24 hours. Okay. If any entry is there in the system greater than 24 hours, don't ask anything, delete it immediately without any issue. Don't ask anyone because no one is going to use the system 24/7, right? You will be logged into the system for maximum 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, not more than that. Right? So you need to delete it. How to delete? I'll show you. So I'm just showing you what can be done. You just need to select that entry and click on this delete option and delete the log. So you can see that log will be deleted. There were 4 entries, now 3 entries. Now next thing is update. So what you need to do, you need to check on a daily basis how many updates are getting cancelled. So what will happen from dialog work process to the database, right? The request will go through the update work process. And if there is any issue in terms of updating the records, that failure will be recorded here. So you need to delete those records. Older than 24 hours records, you can delete it. That you need to check on daily basis. So what I am going to do is I'm going to check it from there to 2107.202. 4 I will check. So no record. So system is in clean, no issue in the system. You can like mark it as green. Then on a daily basis, we need to take care that there should be no job failure or there should be no job which is running more than 24 hours. So you need to check for the active and cancelled job and check from the previous date. Now execute it. So you can see that 3 jobs are getting cancelled, failed. So you can check why it got failed. You just need to double click on that and you can click on the job log and you can see job cancel after system exception error message, right? So this program is not supported to be executed in background. So it means that you need to contact this user and tell them not to schedule any background job for this program because it is not programmed for background processing. So similarly, you can check the job log from here as well. You can say zombie cleanup on set to be cancelled. Okay. So based on that, now job got cancelled. So you need to connect with that user who created this job. And based on that, you need to ask him that this job got cancelled. What needs to be done in that case? And if a job is running more than 24 hours, it will be showing you as active that you need to inform that particular owner of the job that this job is running more than 24 hours. Okay. Please let us know what needs to be done. Then AL08. So AL08 will give you the users who have logged into the system in your SAP system. So it just to make sure that system is available from all the locations. Then we have SP01, ST22 I will discuss. So in ST22, if any error is coming, you can see. So you can see system code dump raised exception. So we'll see that. So you can see the ABAP programming error, raise exception and program is this and application component is this, right? So it is the issue in SAP program. Now, if this dump can be coming in the system because of two reasons. One of the reason is it can be due to a user error, or is it the genuine thing? Sometimes user will do something which he should not do, so we may get dump. Or sometime user was trying to do something and he is not able to do because of some issue in the program. So if some issue in the program, that has to be checked by the developer, and based on that they will suggest whether they will fix it manually or SAP Note has to be implemented to fix that. So you can see that if dump is coming in every second in the system, it means that there is some serious issue in the system. So you need to work on that part. And then we have ST02, just to check free space is available. Then we have ST04. So ST04 is just the DB administration part, which we'll discuss in detail while we'll be discussing about the HANA database. So these are the one of the set to do in the system monitoring. You may add some additional step based on your client band, based on your company, based on the requirement. Okay, so this is not a fixed template, but these are the common one that in every company you can use this. If they are not having any specific monitoring, you can check it. Now you may have one question like, okay, I did the monitoring today. I prepared the sheet, I send it. Now Tushar, daily I am doing monitoring. I'm getting bored. What to do? I don't want to do the monitoring. Is there something that can be done in the era of AI? If any issue is coming in the system, I should get notified and all that stuff. Can be possible. I'm not saying that it is not possible, but it will come with some additional cost. I don't know whether your company, whether your organization agrees to that package for monitoring and all, but you can configure that part so that your system monitoring. So whenever any issue comes in any of your system, you will get the mail, you will get the notification that particular time. So it will be reactive only, not the proactive thing. So for proactive, you need to do it manually like that.